U.S. Open Championship. It is my pleasure to welcome this afternoon 9-time USGA champion Tiger Woods. Among those 9 USGA championships are the 3 U.S. Opens, 2008, 2002, and of course here in 2000, a 15-stroke victory that we all, still continue to marvel at. Tiger, can you talk a little bit about, certainly that win, but also coming back to Pebble Beach this week and your 3rd U.S. Open here?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been 19 years. I still remember most of the shots I hit that week. It was just one of those weeks where I don't know how I pulled it off, but on Seaside Poana, I never missed a putt inside 10 feet for a week. Well, I did the same thing at Torrey too. So I've putted on, POA greens, well, and I grew up on it. And that week just happened to be a very special week. I made everything, and not only that, I was hitting it well, and when I did miss it, I missed it in all the correct spots, and so I had the best angles. And again, to be able to putt on greens this steep and bumpy as they get in the afternoon, as I said, not miss a putt.
Claimed backroom transactions and charges of treachery from colleagues. Behind those doors, what was said? Why are his erstwhile supporters now doubting his intentions? And would this be the time when the best golfer in history is forced to choose a side from which he can never go back? Subscribe today to get the whole story behind golf's most explosive controversy in years, as what transpires will determine the future of the game. On November 19, 2025, a regular policy board meeting in a closed conference room at PGA Tour headquarters turned into the focal center of an unusual scandal. Some of the most powerful people in golf gathered around a table for over 2 hours to talk about the future of a sport divided by division, money, and ego. Commissioner Jay Monahan, Jordan Spieth, Patrick Cantlay, Tiger Woods, and Rory McIlroy were all there, sworn to secrecy and bound by non-disclosure agreements. After little than a day, concealment crumbled. On November 20th at 11:47 p.m., the media received bombshell information from an unnamed source. The headlines quickly went viral, sparking a flurry of conjecture. The leak claimed that 15-time major winner Tiger Woods, who has long been seen as a steadfast supporter of the PGA Tour, had done the unimaginable. He pushed for a structure that would let LIV players to return to the PGA Tour without suspension, penalties, or public responsibility, and he called for an immediate reconciliation with LIV Golf. The leak said that the room became quiet. What transpired was not your typical policy discussion. There was a fracture. Even his closest associates were taken aback when G's most reliable voice seemed to change his allegiance. Social media went crazy. Hashtags become popular all over the globe. Questions flooded the forums, and the narrative took on a life of its own. Why would Tiger Woods now support a return to LIV Golf for its players after years of criticism? More information soon surfaced. According to sources, Woods did more than just recommend a discussion. He insisted on expediting reunion. He was allegedly initially challenged by Patrick Cantlay, who raised issues with timing, ethics, and optics. He apparently posed the crucial question: was this really about Tiger's personal gain or the welfare of the game? Jordan pushed back, but with greater caution. Woods, on the other hand, persisted in his belief that the sport could not continue to be split forever, and that reconciliation was more important for fans, sponsors, and the game's future than ongoing conflict. After leaving the meeting clearly distressed, Rory McIlroy wrote a cryptic statement on the need of unity and openness, one that many saw as a subtle criticism of Tiger's position. Tiger remained silent for about 36 hours after the release, which allowed rumors to get out of hand. He was accused of treachery in the headlines. His motivations were examined in the podcast. Whether golf's greatest champion had lost the moral high ground was a topic of dispute among commentators. The harm was already done when Woods eventually issued a short comment claiming stories lacked context. Fans and other players were left wondering what really transpired behind closed doors, since the statement did not refute the main accusations. The backlash became stronger. According to reports, Patrick Cantlay felt deceived. Jordan accelerated the need to assess if choices were being made for the game or just a small group of people. Fans were sharply split. While some praised Tiger's practicality, others charged him with hypocrisy. Conspiracy theories proliferated rapidly. The most well-known was TGL, or Tomorrow's Golf League, which Woods and Maroy co-founded. Investigating further, journalists discovered financial linkages between TGL and organizations indirectly connected to Saudi Arabia's governmental investment fund, the same fund that supports LIV Golf. A reunited golf ecosystem might greatly boost TGL's value, according to analysts, suggesting Woods had a financial interest for unity. When previous stories about Tiger having exploratory talks with Saudi authorities years ago came to light, theories became more prevalent. Tiger may have been keeping strategic connections in secret even while he publicly denounced LIV Golf, according to his detractors. The story changed from the drama of a leaked meeting to a more general issue of motivation, loyalty, and honesty. Commentators on golf questioned if Tiger was speaking up for himself or the sport. In a second, stronger statement in the height of the controversy, Woods denied that his stance was influenced by personal interests. He maintained that doing what was best for golf was his primary objective. However, the dispute had progressed beyond a straightforward explanation by that point. The PGA Tour was divided on the inside. According to reports, player directors questioned whether Tiger should stay in charge. In professional sports, trust is perhaps the most important commodity, yet it has declined. Fans continued to be divided. There are still many who think Tiger was attempting to ensure the long-term future of the game. Others saw a fallen hero who had betrayed the principles he had once stood for. One thing became evident as the days went by. Instead of bringing clarity, the gathering caused turmoil. Once seen as golf's moral compass, Tiger Woods was suddenly a divisive figure in a sport that was having trouble staying on course. Golf's future was still unclear. Would the PGA Tour recover? Could Tiger win back people's trust? Was this the start of the sport's reconciliation or a break that would define it for years to come? What took place in that room altered everything. And it's still unclear whether Tiger Woods was attempting to rescue himself or golf.